Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Hey, 6/28/07 Thursday, FOMC day. It's going to be a day, I can promise you that. I need to step back for a moment, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't here to do a video for you guys last night, and it's probably the first video I didn't do since we started our show back on around December 15th. So, and this one's probably going to be a quick one as well. I don't know how many people get the Around Me tri-state area news or watch the news on television, but we've had a major tragedy. A dear friend of mine, in fact, somebody who worked for me as a commodity clerk for about 8 straight years right here in the business that I bring to you now. And by the way, it was one of the best clerks I've ever known in all my time. Well, they have twin children, little 2-year-old boys and girls, and one of their children, the little boy, climbed up into a pool, an above the ground pool no less, with a fence around it and a locked fence. And he crawled over the fence and he fell in the pool. And they found him at the bottom of the pool a half an hour later. And I don't even, there's nothing that I can say to these people. There's nothing that I can do to comfort them, but I give them my time, and I'm there for them, and I've been at their home, and I've just spent most of my time with them. And when I was supposed to do a video last night, I couldn't even consider it. I was at their home with them. I wasn't leaving to get on my video and get all excited. It just isn't going to happen. So, we had no video yesterday. We'll do a short video today. I apologize to you guys, but we are humans, and sometimes life can throw you one of those sandwiches. And my prayers are with this baby, and we can all just pray for the family to somehow get past this one. So there it is, and we go on, right? All right. As far as the markets are concerned, and of course, no matter what takes place on this earth, I am always on these markets. And here we go. We got some markets to look at for tomorrow. We have the S&P and the NASDAQ, and they both look bullish. Why? Outside day up in the S&P and the NASDAQ. Outside day reversals towards the upside. I'll show them to you in a moment. I'll do a quick illustration. But here's what I think we need to do to get there. Okay. For 6/28/07, the S&P Omni format change. Well, here we go. Our profit objective on our green bullish Omni day for the S&P, so you know that we're looking to get long somewhere. We're expecting a run for contract highs. Well, not quite tomorrow, but a run towards the contract highs. 1541.5 is how high I feel we should get where you can take profits. We're looking to purchase this in the low teens. So, when market gets down to the low teens, I'm getting long. When it gets up to somewhere around the 1540 some odd level, I'm going to jump out. Let's see what you guys can do with these numbers. Think about it. Do your homework. Take a look at the market when we get into the low teens and find yourselves a buy point. Everybody has their own pain levels, and they have their own size accounts. So find yourself a stop that you're comfortable with. And see if you can ride this thing up to the profit objective up there. I'll be around all day. Well, you know what? I can't even say that tomorrow. I'm going to be at the funeral. I'm going to be at the mass. So I'm not going to be around available to you guys. But, of course, the show must go on as far as my brain's concerned. So I will have quotes with me. I will be watching markets. But I don't know that I'll be here for the phone calls. So if you guys are confused about this, do your homework and figure out where to get in and get out. You've been watching me for months on end, telling you I'm bullish here, I'm buying here, my stop goes there. You need to do the same thing for yourselves. We'll see how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. I am certainly open to suggestions. Nothing's been written in stone, but here we go, the beginning of a format change for you guys. Again, 1541.5 is where we should get this bad boy if they push it hard enough. We're going to buy it into the low teens. And, of course, stop yourself out where you are comfortable knocking yourself out. Do your homework on that one. The NASDAQ, profit objective, 1975 on the green NASDAQ. So, again, we're looking to buy this thing and scoop it up. And we're going to look to buy it in the low 1930s. This market opens. It's in the 46 area now. If it comes down into the 1930 area, somewhere in the low 30s, then Our Omni says you're going to want to get in there somewhere. Profit objective is a paltry 1975. So let's see what happens. Do your homework on that. Put your stops in where they need to belong. With or without me telling you where stops are supposed to go, place your stops first. Think of what you want to do. Write your trades down. Put your stop in first. Then put your buys in. Don't forget to do that. It's extremely important, especially if you're coming up with your own levels. Again, none of this is written in stone, but ladies and gentlemen, this may help you more than you think. Take a look at the markets. See where you would buy, somewhere near my thoughts of where I'm going to be getting us in, and place your stop where your account can take its pain. Remember, though, you got to keep your stops out of the danger zone. If you use stops this big, you may get what you're asking for. So don't place stops too close to the action, but do your own homework and make sure you're comfortable with those stops. Now, why should we do this? I'm asking for 1975 in the NASDAQ. 1975, we were at 1918 yesterday. Well, characteristically in the S&P and the NASDAQ, and I've shown you short patterns that are characteristic in these markets time and time again, likely what will happen is that the FOMC will do nothing. If the FOMC does nothing, this market screams and runs for new contract highs. If we don't get to new contract highs, well, there's been a lot of chatter about a rounding top coming in the S&P and NASDAQ. And if we can't make new contract highs by Friday, then the likelihood is this could be a rounded top. And we all have to start doing homework, possibly pointing towards the downside. I have been a bull for 4 straight years. You've seen me get in front of this camera and say, new contract highs are coming by Friday, and you've seen it happen time after time, and that's purely based on pattern recognition, price pattern recognition. I've trained my brain for this. I've been using it my whole life. My Omni knows all about it. We follow what this analysis has been in the past, and it shows us where we're going in the future, and that analysis tells us if FOMC does nothing, off the contract highs we go, and if they hold, we're still in our bull. If, in fact, FOMC does nothing and we fail to make contract highs, wow, I might actually become a bear in this market, guys. Imagine me being a bear. Has anyone ever heard me be a bear as long as we've been here?
No.
I'm talking long term, right? I haven't heard myself be a bear. Yes, I'm a short-term trader, so I jump in and out on the short side sometimes. But I've been bullish this S&P for 4 straight years, and I have not changed my mind. And I say it again, contract highs should be set in NASDAQ tomorrow. By Friday in the S&P, you heard it here first. But for the first time, I'm going to put a contingent on that. Providing FOMC does nothing, leaves rates unchanged. Federal Open Market Committee, that is, FOMC, their meeting, breaks up tomorrow, usually 2:15 Eastern Standard or Eastern Daylight. They give out their decision. Likelihood is they'll do nothing. All systems go. Okay? That tells us all systems go. It means new contract highs. If it fails, wow, I'm going to start to get worried about this market. Keep that in mind. Do your homework on that. See what that means to you in your analysis. And let me show you another reason why the outside day reversal towards the upside looks like this. Yesterday we had a bar in the S&P on a daily bar. The market opened, dropped, closed. Today, we opened, we dropped lower than the previous day's low, turned around and rallied higher than the previous day's high, and we settled higher than the previous day's high, giving you an outside day up in the S&P on a daily bar. That's a pattern that you can go with 99.999% of the time, just like the purity of the gold contract. That's what I do when I see it. That's what I want you guys to do. You think that was a good one? NASDAQ looks like this. It has the outside day, and then it dips down here, and then it goes, wah, and it settles up here somewhere. Look at the size of that outside day. It was enormous. That tells me that you're likely going to get a pullback, and then boom, when FOMC comes out and says nothing, this guy goes into the 70s to prove to us that we're still in a bull. Once again, was for the first time ever. We may not be, but you haven't heard that first. What you did hear is that we're going for new contract highs. If that fails, we'll start looking at homework in a whole new light. Let's see what happens. I'm an optimist. I'm going to look for the highs on this one, and we'll take it one day at a time. Again, do your homework on all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Always do your homework. It is so important. Make sure you get your stops in first. For you guys that are watching me on YouTube, please go to www.youtube.com/futures analysts. If you found me on a search engine at YouTube, that's the place where you can actually subscribe to my videos, and you can get them the moment YouTube puts them out. You can also come to my site, which now that we've done a format change, you may need to be at my site even more to see what these updates I'm going to be putting out and how I'm going to be handling this. So please do, and go to www.livewithoscar.com. You can go to futurestraders.com. Both of them will get you to my spot where you can see the flash updates, you can see recommendations, you can see the charts, you can be in the forums, you can stay part of our little Omniac clique that we got going here. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, please do that. Again, I won't be manning the phones most of the day tomorrow, but you can always call in because others will. And that number is 718-351-2266. Hey, if I'm not all that excited today, you guys understand why. Last but not least, and this will always get me excited as I say it, but the opposite is what happens when I trade it. And that is, stops are in, emotions are out!
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.